Now, as much as I love to waste my time scrolling aimlessly down my phone, I also love it when I can save time and be efficient. Hence the microbladed brows. So for today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys some products that really uplift my life. Maybe perhaps due to their convenience, due to their multifunction, or I just get pure joy out of using them. So let's get started with this video ahora. First off, we have, ta-da, a tumbler blender. Whoever invented this is a genius. It's so simple to use. So basically this is a blender, a very small one, may I add, that you can take out straight off and use as a blender, a tumbler as well. I got mine when my dear friend Lamong, who's another Korean, beautiful Korean YouTuber who lives with her cat. Yes, she's living my dream, literally. She did a social market and I got mine from that. And it was the best decision of my life ever. And it wasn't that expensive either. It was really, really affordable. And this just has helped me intake more vegetables and more healthy ingredients. I know eating vegetables can seem a little difficult at times. Sometimes your mouth just won't accept them. So I think making a smoothie with veggies is the best way to really increase the intake because you can make them really, really delicious. I love my broccoli banana smoothie. I love my pumpkin soybean smoothie. Of course, you need to be a little bit more careful with the lid because it does have the blades in it. But other than that, it's such a great invention. Seriously. Next, we have mists. I know I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. I love mists. I know some people really think they're overrated, and I will admit they're not exactly essential pieces of skincare, but I just have a weakness for them. Just call them my skincare kryptonite, if you will. And I spray on mists all the time throughout the day. When I wake up, after I work out, when I'm editing, when I'm trying to wake up from the drowsiness, you name it. The reason why I adore mists is because they're multifunctional. Not only do they hydrate my face, but they also wake me up whenever I need to get out of that drowsiness or my sleep. And also they make me feel as if I'm in a really nice relaxing spa getting pampered. Imagine a nice little sprinkle of shower, if you will. So yeah, definitely mists. Hang on, let me apply some right now. That feels so good. Coming right up, I present you physical sunscreens. And I know, guys, I know. I love chemical sunscreens as well because they feel so much more nicer on the skin, especially when you apply them. They feel more hydrating, they feel more lotion-like. It's so much more easier to spread them out. However, I have indeed been reaching out for more physical sunscreens because they are also multifunctional. Not only do they provide UV protection, but they last longer on the skin. So they make another great primer, and also they have a tone-up effect due to the white cast. And I also apply a lot of physical sunscreens when I'm working out, especially when I don't really want to wear makeup, but I also don't want to look like a zombie when I'm working out. So a splash of a physical sunscreen, I'm good to go. Sun sticks! Apply on my hands, on my arms, on my neck, and bam! Enough said. For reals. How could I not mention the dry shampoo? For reals, guys, whoever invented the dry shampoo should be awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize because it has saved so many fights that people could have picked on each other but didn't because the dry shampoo allowed them to sleep in more in the morning, hence making them more peaceful and more relaxed. If you haven't heard of the dry shampoo, which I've noticed isn't as big in Korea, you have been living under a rock. Please come out and start living and get a dry shampoo. No, I'm just kidding. But basically, a dry shampoo, just in case you haven't heard of it, is basically a spray type of shampoo where it absorbs all the grease, the excessive grease and oil, and it even gives extra volume to your hair. It's fantastic, guys. The only bad thing about it, I will admit, is when you start relying on it too much. I have gone days without washing my hair. The one I'm using is the one that I've always been using, which is from Batiste. This is the dry shampoo. I've noticed that because dry shampoos aren't as big in Korea, you don't have a lot of selection, but Batiste works phenomenally. It really does save you a couple of minutes, those precious minutes in the morning, so you can get a little bit of sleep instead of washing your hair. Yay! Next, I have a product from a brand that I dearly, dearly treasure and adore, and it is the Healing Bird Ultra Protein No Wash Ampoule Treatment. Imagine a perfume with great hair softening and nourishing properties, if you will. You can spray this out when your hair is wet, when it's dry, and it smells so lovely. It honestly reminds me of really nice, sweet laundry watery smell, softener, you know, the detergent, the really, really nice, the soapy smell. But it's a tad bit sweeter, but not to the extent where it gives you a headache. I cannot do scents that are too sweet and that give me a headache. I just can't. It really does make me nauseous. So great scent, great quality, really affordable price. You can't go wrong with this. Oh, one more thing that I do want to mention when using this product is that you want to spray it on pretty close to your hair, or else it will fall on the floor and make your floor a bit slippery. But on your hair, it feels divine. It makes your hair really, really soothed and soft. And the scent actually lasts a pretty long time. So it's like a perfume that's great for your hair. Also multifunctional. Next, I have the Bobbi Brown Soothing Cleansing Oil, which I'm very, very close to finishing. Now, I know a lot of people like to take the steps when cleansing. You know, they use the cleansing water, lip and eye remover, cleansing oil, second cleanser, foam cleansers. It's a lot. And I know everyone is entitled to have their own cleansing routine. But for myself personally, I like to keep my cleansing routine as simple as possible because I've noticed that it's one of the routines where there's a tendency to get a little rough with your skin because you're trying to remove something off from your face. Hence, I like to only stick to one product. I've been mentioning this a lot of times in my past videos. I mentioned how I love the light formula, how it manages to remove all my waterproof mascara, the eye fixers. Now, the only downside I mentioned is the price, and hallelujah, guys, I have finally found the dupe for this beautiful cleanser, and it is, ta-da! Crap. So this is the Neogen Real Cica Micellar Cleansing Oil, and I've actually tried this cleansing oil before. I emptied the whole bottle because I really, really liked it. And while I was on the hunt to find a dupe for you guys, I immediately thought of this cleanser and I gave it another go, and it works. It removes my waterproof mascara. It's really light, no heaviness. Now this is of course a preference. I personally prefer light oil cleansers, and it's way more cheaper. So if you guys want to try this out but you felt like, this is like too pricey, I do recommend this. You do have to work in a bit to remove all that waterproof mascara, but it still works. It still gets the job done. So I've been reaching out for this instead nowadays. So yay! Another weakness of skincare that I do have are masks, whether they be sheet masks or facial wash off masks. I just love using them. It feels bougie. I feel like I'm getting pampered. I feel like I'm being relaxed, and I feel like it's not only about taking care of my skin, but it's also about taking care of my soul, and that's what really counts at the end of the day. So I can't deny the effects of what facial masks, sheet masks, wash out masks do to my skin, and I do really like allowing myself to really relish in them. So definitely these make my life better. I feel good when I use them. Bathrobes! I know I wear a lot of bathrobes when I'm doing maybe a get unready with me. And I do feel like some people might get the wrong idea or the wrong impression that I only wear them when I make those kind of videos. But I actually love wearing bathrobes. They're basically clothes made out of towels. It's fantastic. It's really, really convenient, especially when you're getting out of the shower. So you honestly don't have to spend the time to dry out your body. I know it doesn't take that much time, but you know, I'm all about saving that time because time is money. Okay, I'm just blabbering at this point, but you guys know what I mean. They really, really do not only feel bougie, and they also keep you very, very warm in the colder season. So I love wearing bathrobes. I think they're awesome. Last but not least, I have these breath spray. Buy it, try it, and you're welcome. For reals. It's strong. It's really strong, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to tell me what are some products that make your life easier or better, because sharing is caring, and I've shared all my secrets, so you better put some down too. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Stick around a little more to see if you want to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao!